rock and roll. Live the spirit, breathe the spirit. That's it. That's what it's all about. Rock and roll. Good time, bro. Peace.
I missed Woodstock, the original festival, because I was on my first trip to Israel in 1969 in the summer. Fell in love with the country, knew this was going to be my home. But when I went back there to go to college, I realized that I really, really, really loved the music of Woodstock. I was so sorry I'd missed the concert, but for a better cause. When I got here, when I had the opportunity, I combined two loves. I founded the Football League. We had this beautiful football field, so together with some friends we decided, let's remember Woodstock. Let's do it every year, and let's do it in Jerusalem. What better place than in the City of Peace to do a concert devoted to what Woodstock stood for, really, in terms of the feeling of one man for the next, of coming together, and of rock and roll. First of all, I love this country. I would never leave, but there's certain things about American culture that I wanted to have here, and so together with my friends, we brought it here.
On a day-to-day basis, we are faced with the existential threat from Iran, with cuts in budgets, with tax increases, with bloodshed in Syria. We don't know what's going on in Egypt. The whole area is in turbulence. What better than to just come to Woodstock, festival of peace and love and great, great music, and just relax, vent, have a good time.
I went to Woodstock 40 years ago, and I got to come back, try it out again. So I used to live here, and I love this place, but I'm glad to be retired in Hawaii.
When there's light in the world, there's light in the world. And at that time, there were generations that were open to receiving it.
It was a very pure time, and there was a big chef of something that was very special and doesn't come around that often. And that's why a lot of us, when we think back, it's not like it's a simpler time, it's like a pure time. You know, it's not just about the innocence, it's about the enlightenment, the freedom of expression, and the creativity that was really controlled and stunted by a lot of fearful generations of people that didn't allow people to express themselves. And all of a sudden you had music and colors and expressions of love. Most world philosophies and religions would agree that these are good things.
So what is the target audience?
You know, it's become a mixed bag because there are a lot of people, a lot of Israelis, including young Israelis, that really love that music of that day. It was a classic rock and roll that lives on until today. So we have the alta rockers like myself, and we have the youngsters that still love the music. And you'll see a lot of all the people playing today, almost all of them, are young Israelis that are playing the music of Woodstock.
I think there'll be a bunch of us who are Woodstock generation, but there'll be a bunch of curious young people who wonder what their parents and grandparents have been talking about.
So what have you guys been talking about? What is the Woodstock generation?
Woodstock generation are those people like myself who found a way of opening our minds to a new perspective on the world and enjoying making music together.
The big question is, who's cooler, your generation or today's young and cool?
What a question. Is there any
These kids
doubt?
don't even know what cool is. I mean, they think cool is something they watch on, TV. We were there.
We were there. We are authentic.
We are the standard that they will measure all future generations by.